за ним другой, и так далее, и так далее. Поэтому давайте мы сейчас послушаем наших спикеров, послушаем Адама Paplinski. Адам, вам слово. Здравствуйте, Адам. Hi, Adam.
Здравствуйте, здравствуйте.
Do you hear me? Everything is okay?
Yes, we can hear you, I can hear you, and apparently you can hear us, or me. Just, do we have, okay, I will uncover myself. Yeah, okay. So just, shall we start right now?
Yeah, we are ready.
Chcemy zrobić ten jeszcze? Okay, so, yes?
Yes, we are ready to start.
Okay. Okay, so hello everybody. My name is Adam Paplinski, and in front of me is Kasia Szarecka.
Hello everybody.
Who is my partner and my collaborator. Ну, извините, что мы будем вести эту презентацию на английском языке, тогда привет всем. Но вот, английский язык — это язык, который должен знать, когда планируете поступать в зарубежный рынок документальный, тогда, извините, мы будем переключать на английский язык. Okay, so let's start in English. Would you please let us share the screen, Olga?
Yeah. We have let you?
No, it's...
No, it isn't.
For me.
Oh.
For Kasia. Kasia should
A minute,
be.
please.
Yes.
It's a good reason to open the borders and to come to Russia. Such technical problems.
Okay. So, once again, hello everybody. We are very happy to be the first to start this business platform. And we are going to present you one of many possible options to make your project more visible, or make your documentary idea, let's say, recognized in the on the documentary market. So there will be a presentation that would last about 25 or 30 minutes, and then there will be time for you to have to ask us questions if there will be something that you would like to know more. So the most important thing is that we have to understand that the beginning of each film project, of course, it is an idea, but then there is a project. So project is on the beginning of each documentary creation, of each documentary film and video work, and of course this is the beginning of the existence of the film, and it starts from the development stage. So even at the development stage or early stage, when materials are somehow chosen or gathered for the film, you should start to think about making it recognizable, to start its life on the market. The main tool to make your film recognizable is, of course, the presentation, and our platform Pitch the Doc will help you certainly to build the presentation and to show, to sell the concept of the project. What is very important that the package of information that you provide to decision makers, to your prospective business partners, have to evolve and have to change as long as the project is developing, as the project is changing. So this is very important to keep all information up to date and to keep all information every time available. So this would be, we can call it like putting your project on the industry radar, which is a crucial thing, and this is very important to create such a situation that the film can be, the project can be found and can be recognized on the market. And of course, the internet gives us this possibility, gives us this opportunity to make your project open for public, open for interested prospective business partners. But of course, this is just one option. So this is not the only way you can market, you can make the project alive and present on the market.
Thank you.
To the next stage, I expect that there is translation and interpretation. So, do I have to make gaps, pauses?
No. We have a synchronized translator, or
Okay,
people
great.
understand. Everything is okay. Thank you.
So okay, so if we establish that the internet is one of options, is one of tools that can be used, so let's imagine what would be the best solution that could be found in the internet content that would be helpful for you to market, to present, and to let's say go with your project outside, go to the wide international market. So of course it should be a platform that is dedicated to documentary project, which is a professional, which is maybe limited to people that are really interested in documentary film. Of course, it should be the platform or the tool or solution that is based on international standards, which provides all information that are recognized by decision makers around the world. Of course, as we said 2 minutes ago, that it should allow to keep presentations of your project or packages. Sometimes it is called a pitching package, sometimes a production package, to keep it updated and accessible from any place and at any time. And of course, it should complement the industry initiative. So it should be, let's say, compatible with trainings, with workshops, with pitching sessions, and so on. So these are 4 most important, let's say, characteristics of the internet tool. And please have a look at the short animated film. I am going to screen it, which shows our idea. Can you hear the sound?
No.
Okay, so let's stop it for the moment. I don't know why. Are you sharing with? So maybe we can screen it from the file that, if it's not a problem, I screen it from the file that we sent you.
Oh, we'll try. Just a minute.
Okay. Wait a minute. Maybe we can start it with sound.
Please try, or we will try to hear.
Sorry, my mistake. Okay.
Thank you, it's very nice.
Okay, so this is like the very simple way to show. I'm trying to start the presentation again. Okay, so this was the very simple way how the platform is conceived, how it is prepared, built. So you can see that as the film showed, that the access, as we said, was just for professional of documentary market. What is important that the platform is open for project on all production stages, starting from the early development up to the so we called it recently completed stage, when the film is already, let's say, finished, but looking for some possibility of presentation at festivals or other screenings. Of course, it is open for all kind of themes or formats, genres, in frames, of course, of documentary film genre. We present at the platform the complete production packages with all necessary elements of the standard pitching content, standard pitching package. And of course, as this was established before the film, before this animation, it is with compliance with industry standards. So these are just attributes. What would be the functions of such a platform? Will be, of course, promoting of documentary projects to let them start their existence on the market, which is, of course, connected with building of project recognition. It is very important, you know, to start the circulation of a documentary project on different pitchings or co-production meetings or events like this, just to make it living, existing, or showing up to professionals, to market professionals. The function of the platform also allows to enhance what we call the pre and after meeting experience. It means, for example, before the meeting, it allows your prospective partner, for your prospective co-producer, to get acquainted with the project. Of course, provided it is really kept by you on the very up-to-date stage. So they can be informed about the project, informed about the latest changes, and of course, after the meeting, it allows to your project to be updated all the time, to be still available, and even those people that you met during the co-production meetings or other documentary business events, even if they were not interested in your project at the given moment, they could see that the project is evolving, the project is leading, and there is still changing something in it that might become interesting at some other time in the future. Very efficient as for the managing all data, all information that your project should present. And of course, it allows project to be recognized, to be easy to find on the international market. What are advantages of putting the project on Pitch the Dog? The advantage would be that projects are individually curated. So we don't deliver the content which is not checked, which is not, let's say, curated from the point of view of the obligation of of presenting all necessary elements. So there is no like a crap project. There is no like just the very first and very early ideas. Just ready project. We will show you this after. While of course, as we said, the possibility to update it at any time, absolutely from any place and for anybody. Register it on the platform, of course. So the presentation is always ready, are always up to date. The access to the platform is protected by the password, and there is only registered people that could see your project, your ideas. So there is no, let's say, danger that somebody from outside of the market or just from the street would enter and somehow maybe stealing your project. And what we are building, we are still trying to build links with industry initiatives. We are cooperating with many events and working on being recognized around the world.
Okay, so after this introduction, we would like to show you some slides from the platform. So as Adam mentioned, we have the project, which is, if the project is completely presented, you have like a one-page full complete presentation with all data all together. Starting from some characteristics of the project, some production information. There are also all need necessary descriptions like logline, synopsis, but also director's note or producer's note. Some of these data are mandatory, some are optional for you. For example, we also added lastly the possibility to add the treatment or just a longer text presenting your project. Then we have visuals, which are all based in the presentation on our servers without any need to change the platform to check it on the Vimeo, YouTube, or external sources. All are together and all can be played from here, and all can be very easy updated. Then we have the short information about the crew members and of course the budget information, just construction of the budget without any details. It's up to your decision, but to make the project more complete, more professionally visible, and more, let's say, prepared for potential partners. And of course, as we mentioned, once the project is done, you can always edit it, and it's very easy, just like step by step, filling the form. The whole presentation is divided on some sections, so it's very easy to see what is already completed, what data you should still add, or where you can update them. Also adding the pictures, adding the videos, or the verbal pitch is very easy directly from the same spot. Yep.
I have one question. How often do you receive Russian projects, and how are Russian projects in their quality? How completed they are? I'm sorry.
So maybe I will answer this question. We are working on, let's say, on two ways. Of course, the platform is open for accepting project coming from the market directly, but also we are collaborating with many events, as it was mentioned before. So, and if the projects comes from those events are certainly better prepared than project coming from the market without being, let's say, developed or without being worked out during some event. So it is quite important. However, even those projects were individually submitted to our platform, we are working with this project, which means we are trying to improve the quality. We are giving advices what should be underlined, what should be enhanced in the description. But what I can absolutely say that compared to what I know from your Russian documentary market from 10 years ago, it is a huge difference. Your projects are getting better and better, and it is really visible. So it's nice to notice such a good change.
Thank you for such kind words, and I think that it's very connected with growing of popularity of documentary for young filmmakers too, and in Russia, especially in last 2 years, I think so too. Thank you.
Okay, so I will maybe speed up a bit this short going through the platform, and then we can have more questions. So just to show you a few functions that we have on the platform once the project is completed and, as Adam mentioned, curated and validated. Then we have some communication tools like knock, share, invite that allows to get in contact with registered participants of Pitch the Dog, but also, for example, with invite, you can just send a link to your presentation to anybody out of the platform, giving them the private and limited in time access to the presentation. Also, you can generate a PDF file with one click. After any update of the data, you can generate a file with most important data and send it, print it, email it, or take any other features that are needed. As Adam mentioned, we are cooperating with different platforms and initiatives, and all projects coming from these programs are labeled with, so it's easy to visible in what events the project was participating. And also we added the special tool, we are building it up right now, the possibility to submit the projects directly from the Pitch the Dog to our partners' initiatives when they have the call for projects for pitching or training programs. From the point of view of decision makers, this means producers, sales agents, commissioning editors, festival representatives, anybody from the other side of the documentary industry. They can look for projects using quite many criteria, starting from text search, but also by these labels of our partners, but also of the kind of partner or co-producer that you are looking for. And just to complete the information, during last year we built some solutions exactly for the initiatives, market initiatives for our partners. So we created the system of events-oriented sub-platforms, so-called EOS, where each our partner can have a dedicated space outside or with limited access only for its participants or its guests to present the projects participating in this training or pitching program. For example, one of your local regional initiatives like Siberia Dog They used this platform and helped us very much to improve it, and we are still working on this project quite intensively.
Could you please tell if there are any limits for budget of documentaries or not? Or do you have a chance to present docu-series or only feature film?
No, absolutely. We are, as it was established on the beginning, as we said on the beginning of the presentation, we are open for any kind, for any subjects, for any, let's say, level or stage of production. But the most important criteria and the most important condition to show up on Pitch the Doc platform, to put the project on the platform, is that it has to be in so-called pitchable stage, which means it cannot be just an idea, just like a description of something that someday may become a project. It means that you have to be able to present elements like pictures, trailer, like description in form of a synopsis or a director's note, or you have to have in mind approach to the financial figures, budget, some idea about the crew. So it has to be a project, not an idea, and it is, of course, not our requirement, but this is a requirement of the market. So the international decision makers, international professionals, they want to see the complete project, not just an idea of the script. So this is the most important conditions. So as long as you have all elements that are presented on your Movie Start platform, like the project are presented there, it is absolutely enough. It is a way to prepare projects also for Pitch the Doc platform. We, of course, we will give some advices, we will give some curation and improve this project, of course, if such improvement is needed. But as long as you have a project and not just an idea, please apply, put it on the platform. There is no deadlines, no limitations. Just it has to be a project.
And one more thing, it has to be in English.
Yes.
And this is quite crucial information, that the materials has to be in English, as this is the language, international language of documentary market. And this should be done in quite, maybe not very good, but readable and understandable level of translation. So this is like a formality that is necessary to use Pitch the Doc effectively.
Yes. On the screen, we show you a little bit what is actually on the platform. So we have like 650 professionals. We have almost 200 curated projects that are on the quality of the pitching. There is a few more in the training. They are preparing themselves during the training to reach the market. And as you can see, we have 76 countries and nationalities present on the platform. So it is really, really international.
Okay.
And just to say for the end that we are not connected to any other, let's say, organization. We are independent initiative, independent company from Warsaw, from Poland. We are financed by Creative Europe and Visegrad Fund, and as you can see on the partners screen, that our group of our collaborators and the partnering initiatives is growing.
Could you please tell if there are any limitations? So you can give a budget for a project for independent filmmakers or for organizations, or there are no limits in these two?
We are not giving budgets.
No, I'm sorry. You can get the project for the platform from organizations from independent producers to.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. We, as I said, there are projects from independent producers that I call coming from the market and not from the events. But also when we are collaborating with an event, the projects are usually from the event are transferred to the platform.
But also, there is no problem if the project is coming from the production company, so it's from some bigger organization, or it's indie film just done by the director who is also producing his own productions. So there is no limitation about this. We are welcoming all kinds of documenters, but those who are looking for international cooperation, for international presence, for international recognition, and are preparing themselves to be shown as a film also on different markets, not only on the local one.
Thank you, that's great.
Yep. So I don't know if we have some questions, maybe.
Yes, please.
Есть ли вопросы какие-то, коллеги? I have one more question. What is the largest budget of documentary on your platform?
About 1,005,100 euros. This is the biggest on the platform, but of course it's like wishful. Maybe we cross fingers for this project, but also we have projects that their budgets are about 3,000 euros at all. So it's really a big scope and big difference variations.
It is a little bit, let's say, unserious to show such budget to international producers or co-producers because no one can make a good film with 3,000 euros unless it's absolutely unimaginable, but possible, let's say. So it's better to show the real numbers. Don't be afraid to put higher amounts because it is obvious that the film should cost. But answering some questions that was asked before, I just checked. We have right now 25 curated, prepared, ready to pitch Russian project on the platform, and I don't know if Katarzyna Lokk is with us right now on the room, maybe. So her project is also here, the Чужая, and this project will be of course presented during the business platform. But it is already on the platform.
That's good. Thank you. Вопросы? One more question. If there is any recommended topic for the documentary film, which will be popular, which will be successful on your platform, because as a selector of documentary programs, of course, we are always looking for something topics. So, do you think that there is any topic from Russian filmmakers right now?
You know, there is something which is called unique selling point, which is a part of your pitching presentation. And when you are pitching your project, you should present it. And this unique selling points is something which makes that your project has a value and is interesting to be made. And if it is interesting to be made, it's also interesting for the spectators. And such a unique selling point can be from one side, an extraordinary and very unusual artistic approach, but it could be also an interesting and unusual person or location or very relevant social or political story. So it is impossible to say what could be interesting. Of course, interesting heroes, interesting stories, and interesting messages, which this relevance, which political or social relevance, it is something that would be sold, certainly. But from my opinion, what I personally, I am very, very happy, and I would be very happy to see from among the Russian projects are those projects who are telling about the real life of real people on the, let's say, distant or even exotic locations. I was always very, let's say, interested in ethnography and in discovering new places. So I think the world and Europe would be interested in it.
Yeah, on the other side, one sentence just. On the other side, this is a bit the difference between, for example, festival selections or any event selection and the online platform. Because on selections, you are very often focusing on something for this year edition, for example. In case of Pitch the Dog and online platforms, we are much more wide. We are offering some selection, maybe not selection, the possibility to characterize your project, to indicate what are the subjects, what are the themes of the project, and from the point of view of decision makers, they can go from political projects to very social one, to the nature questions and climate change, and back to the history. So this is the difference between time event and just the online open platform.
And is there any fee for projects which was sold by on your platform?
Yes, so we forgotten to tell you about it, but no, it is absolutely for free, as far as we are financed by European organization. So the basic package of presentation is free of charges, and it will probably stay like this. However, please remember one thing. I will underline it. We are not offering any budget. We are not offering money. We are just the platform. Pitch the Dog platform is the place, is the tool for you to be used in order to make contacts, in order to build your business relations, in order to make your project recognized on the market, and it is like another window, another door to the market. Sometimes it's very difficult, and there is no time or money or I don't know, passport, visas, etc. For traveling around the world or documentary markets in Europe. So this is just an option, of course, not the only one. This is another one, another window to get your project emerged on the market.
Thank you. That was the question from our YouTube viewers. Any question? No.
Maybe I will just add something to this information about the fees, because as Adam mentioned, the platform is free of charge as it is, but what we are offering some additional consultancies or possibility to contact with market experts, and these advanced functions are some payable, but the basics stays for free.
Oh, thank you. We have a question.
Привет.
Хочу поблагодарить, Адам, за участие ваше в онлайн. Есть микрофон?
Hi, Adam. I would like to thank you for your attendance on our event.
В прошлом году наш фестиваль прошел онлайн.
Last day, our festival Flirtiana was online.
И только благодаря PitchWidok нам удалось не уменьшить количество продюсеров и заинтересованных людей, а увеличить его, причем значительно. Поэтому я подтверждаю эффективность этого инструмента, и большое спасибо, Адам, за наше сотрудничество. Надеюсь продолжить его в дальнейшем.
Очень приятно, Павел. Спасибо большое за эти теплые слова. Мы надеемся увидеть вас физически в будущем.
Да. Спасибо большое. Thank you very much. But we need to stop our presentation. Thank you. Thank you. Very much useful information, and I would like to pitch my own projects on your platform. I think that it's a great idea. So thank you. Come to Russia. We'll be very happy to welcome you when the borders will be open. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And of course, if you have any other question, please don't hesitate to ask us. We can set up a video meeting or just a Zoom conference or something like this. So stay in touch, and we will be for your on your services.
Thank you.
And
Nice
thank you for hosting us here.
And thank you again. Yes.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. Дорогие друзья, я хочу представить вам Анну Арутюнову, которая будет модерировать нашу следующую презентацию, дискуссию. Анна, продюсер 123 Production. Не продюсер, Анна 123 Production. Добро пожаловать.
Hi, everyone. Maybe I begin in Russian, but after I will speak English. Меня зовут Анна Арутюнова, я работаю в Раз-два-три Production, занимаюсь, собственно, помогаю контенту путешествовать по различным фестивалям и кинорынкам. И моя задача, собственно, тоже заниматься и также дебютными проектами, также их продвигать на кинорынке, кинофестивале. И вот, как бы, во-первых, спасибо огромное, что пригласили модерировать эту встречу. И, собственно, это тоже очень важно. И, собственно, я хотела бы рассказать, что вот нам повезло, что у нас три спикера будут, которые, собственно, представляют ведущие, одни из самых ведущих платформ для помощи дебютантам по разработке, по поиску партнеров и работе с дебютными проектами. Это первая платформа, это Torino Film Lab, крупнейшая платформа, которая, собственно, происходит в рамках кинофестиваля в Торине. А Mercedes Fernandez, она тоже к нам присоединится чуть-чуть попозже. Мерджери Лиски, это представитель Международного кинофестиваля в Таллине «Темные ночи», Black Nights. И Мира Сталева, который представляет Софийский кинофестиваль. В рамках него проходит такая платформа тоже для проектов копродукции и для проектов, собственно, в ранней стадии девелопмента. Мира Сталева. Так, я тогда сажусь. Вот. Понятно. Что я должна говорить по-английски и по-русски? По-русски. Так, это очень тоже один из самых важных, наверное, вопросов для дебютантов, потому что как раз Torino Film Lab, они специализируются, собственно, на проектах дебютных и как бы есть два вида дебютов, да, есть первый фильм, есть второй фильм. Второй фильм также считается, это не дебют, но это тоже как бы рассматривается платформами в качестве возможности для помощи в разработке, поиске партнеров и в поиске менторов, которые помогут вам этот проект, собственно, в будущем разрабатывать. И самые, конечно, важные вещи, которые всегда вам будут говорить, это, конечно, соответствие как бы документов и соответствие текстов международным стандартам, потому что тоже очень важно как бы понимать, что это одна из самых, наверное, важных тем, это литературные переводы. И на вашем месте бы я, наверное, бы закладывала как молодым продюсерам, дебютантам и, собственно, режиссерам и сценаристам определенный небольшой, ну, как бы достаточно крупный, ну, не то что крупный бюджет, но бюджет для того, чтобы тексты были правильно переведены. Вот. И также самое важное, чтобы у вас полностью соответствовало перечень документов, которые необходимы для подачи, которые как бы в каждой на каждом фестивале и на каждой платформе, которая, собственно, принимает такие проекты, она, как правило, вроде бы и стандартная, но она и различается, потому что какие-то, например, платформы требуют только литературные проекты, то есть, соответственно, это как бы синопсис, это сценарий фильма, такие вещи. Но есть, как бы, когда если вы ищете партнеров и вы продюсер, то вы должны предоставлять бюджет. Вот. Желательно этот бюджет должен был бы соответствовать как бы тому как бы уровню как бы разработки, который необходим для европейских, собственно, платформ, потому что разные виды бюджетов тоже очень важно это тоже как бы учитывать. И, собственно, надо просто иметь при себе обязательно такой график, который вас будет ориентировать на год вперед, куда бы вы хотели податься. И подаваться, конечно же, нужно везде, потому что вы не знаете, где бы ваш проект был бы интересен. Потому что чаще всего люди метят на какие-то крупные платформы и туда не попадают, и они останавливаются. Но на самом деле ваша основная задача — пробоваться везде, покрывать везде, но очень четко понимать, куда вы сами хотите. Потому что если вы сами не понимаете, что вы хотите найти, то это не приведет вас к определенной цели, которую вы в своей голове... Самая главная цель ваша должна быть снять проект. Все остальное не важно. Все остальные вещи, они нанизываются и формулируют как бы ваш план и, как говорится, в такую, ну, как бы карту проекта. Потому что карта проекта — это ваш личный вот, как бы план на год. Потому что, как правило, разработка любого проекта занимает от года до 2 лет. И когда все наши прекрасные дебютанты думают, что я вот сейчас напишу сценарий и срочно куда-то попаду, это тоже так не работает, потому что работает как бы системная работа, которая должна... Она, конечно, не очень приятная, потому что это много бумаги, волокиты и каких-то деталей, которые вы можете там не думать, но это нужно, необходимо просто делать как часть фильма. Вот и все. Да.
На платформу дебютант должен идти со сценарием или уже с Final Cut?
Он должен идти со сценарием. В основном, вот, например, Tiina Lokk, они специализируются именно на том, что они помогают сценарию быть доработанным. То есть они как бы занимаются, по сути, редакторской как бы такой работой. Там есть разные виды программ, в которые можно податься со своим сценарием. Да, но они, как правило, как бы если у вас, например, early stage, да, и у вас первый драфт, то вы тоже можете туда подаваться. И основная задача в том, что вам помогут этот сценарий, как бы менторы и специалисты, они помогут вам его, собственно, доработать. То есть разные как бы варианты, но лучше с идеей не ходить. Лучше идти, как правило, с первым драфтом. На английском. Сценарий нужно перевод, про это я и говорю, что нужно закладывать обязательно бюджет на перевод сценария, потому что сценарий будет все равно переведен, ну, как бы это, ну, закон, нужно переводить его на английский язык.
Извините, пожалуйста, все наши слушатели и гости. У нас у одного из спикеров и у Мерседес проблемы со связью, поэтому мы до того, как начнется следующий спикер, можем позадавать вопросы Анне. У Анны какой-то колоссальный опыт общения с международными кинофестивалями, в том числе с дебютантами. Если у вас есть вопросы, вы готовы его сейчас задать нашему куратору, то мы будем очень рады. Да, Лина, сейчас подожди, я тебе принесу микрофон.
Добрый день. Ань, скажите, пожалуйста, вот по поводу переводов, это тоже такой больной момент. Очень часто мы слышим, что качество перевода должно быть прямо очень-очень хорошее. Насколько это действительно так? Но особенно если говорить про США, то как бы однозначно должен носитель, переводитель и так далее. И все-таки, если мы говорим об американском формате записи сценария, да, где достаточно сухой язык, не литературный, насколько достаточно просто его внятно перевести? Или это прям действительно должен быть носитель, крутой переводчик? И вот без такого перевода вообще не стоит даже никуда подаваться.
Ну, на самом деле это такой очень важный вопрос, но вы поймите, что у нас как бы основная проблема, что мы разговариваем на разных языках все. Ну, как бы и с точки зрения, конечно, и читают они, все равно привычные специалисты читают на английском языке, да, и для них важно, что все-таки язык был художественный. И как бы все-таки я... Вот сейчас уже имея какой-то опыт, я теперь понимаю, что вот именно перевод текста – это одна из важнейших составляющих того, что поймут ваш проект или не поймут. Потому что просто перевести литературно этого недостаточно, нужно обязательно, конечно, иметь переводчика, который, собственно, был бы носителем языка. Вот. Но на самом деле я убедилась, что если вы об этом просто будете, как бы вы об этом задумаетесь, и вы примете для себя решение, что это для вас важно, у вас сразу же найдутся люди, которые вам не так дорого все это сделают и переведут. Просто важно, конечно, чтобы вы об этом задумались. Да.
Марч.
Hello. Hi.
Да, добрый день.
Hello. I can speak English anyway. March. She's a presenter of the Tallinn Black Nights. I'm working also of Tallinn Black Nights because I'm a part of programming team. And I'm really happy to present amazing festival and amazing programs for the debutants and for every stage of production, development, and of course our competition. And it's really nice to begin our conversation about festival, about opportunities for the debutants and for the any stage of filmmaking. Thank you.
Yes. Добрый день. Я немножко начинаю по-русски. Меня зовут Маргаритка, и я директор киноиндустрии в Таллинского кинофестиваля «Темных ночей». И мне очень приятно быть сегодня с вами, хотя, к сожалению, не в Москве, но я приглашаю всех в мой дом в Таллине в виртуальной форме. Вот, а теперь я перехожу на английский, так как хотим ли мы или нет, это у нас общий рабочий язык международной киноиндустрии, и мы можем начинать познакомиться с таллинскими мероприятиями. So I'm very happy to see you all, even if I can't see you in person, but I hope we will meet very soon. Then I'm presenting today the Black Nights Film Festival in Tallinn, its industry programs, and in particular, the Black Nights Discovery Campus training program. And all these programs are designed for film professionals to grow and to connect and to discover new skills, new talents, new programs, new connections, everything you might need when you are stepping in your professional life. It's a very exciting year for us because the Black Nights is celebrating its 25th anniversary and the industry is turning 20. So we have a double celebration year and we have big plans, of course, as always, year-round programs for education, for schools, for future filmmakers, and of course, not only about film, but we are really turning into green production. The Black Nights is planning to open its own park, planting the trees. So we do care not only about the filmmaking, but about the world that filmmaking is also part of. So the Black Nights Film Festival is taking place in November, 12th to 28th of November this year. It's always the 2 last weeks of November. And as the Moscow Film Festival, Tallinn Black Nights Film Festival is also the A category film festival, meaning it can hold international competition programs with no restriction with geographic area. And key facts from our last year, we were able to organize the festival not only physical, but also online, or not only online, but in the physical form. So we had more than 100,000 admissions, including almost 10,000 online admissions, 645 screenings, more than 250 features from 63 countries, 71 world and international premieres, which is also very important, and press coverage in 71 different countries, with more than 6,000 articles and media reach of 9.1 billion people, meaning if you come to the festival, you get a very good coverage. About the festival programs, we have four competition programs. First of them is an official competition. It's an international non-specialized competition, feature-length films from around the world, completed after 15th of September 2020. Then the first feature competition that might be more interesting to you as debut filmmakers. It's also an international competition for feature-length debut films, meaning first-time feature film directing status from around the world. Also completed after September 15, 2020. And priority will be given to films with a world or international premiere, but the minimum premiere requirement is European regional premiere. So we have also Baltic film competition, meaning from 3 Baltic states, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, and also Rebels with a Cause, which is all edgy, experimental, non-traditional narration. It can be long feature, but also short feature films. And submission deadline for all those is July 1st, 2020. Then we have many non-competitive programs because, unfortunately, not all the films can take part in the competition. So we have 7 different non-competition programs. I'm not going to list here. You can watch it on our website. But maybe I mentioned 2 sub-festivals taking place also in November during the big film festival. It's Just Film, Youth and Children Film Festival. And Puff Shorts, which is short and animation film festival animated and live action shorts, and it is Academy Award, BAFTA and European Film Awards qualifying competition that also can be very interesting for debut filmmakers. And then we have many other sub-festivals of the Black Knights Film Festival, meaning HUF Horror and Fantasy Film Festival, NEF Women Film Festival, Tartuf Love Film Festival, Kinov Russian Film Festival, but you don't have to know all about of these. The main idea is to give you an impression that we are active really all year round. And it's a fun, relaxed and interesting festival. We like to do things differently, be wild and cool because we are still young. So last year, when we still could welcome not 1,600 people on site, we had 120 film guests. That was really great. We took them to winter swimming. We took them to walking. We took them to wolf watching, doing things a little bit out of the box with our guests. Now our industry programs under the umbrella name of Industry Tallinn and Baltic Event, which is the annual summit for film and audiovisual professionals. Usually we had more than 600 people, and every year growing by 25% in number of attendance. Last year it was only online. This year it is planned to be both on site and online, as we understand that not everybody is still not able to travel in November. We presented last year 75 projects across different sections. I will present in the next slide, and had around 900 participants from around the globe, meaning more than 50 countries. And our goal, as we are situated between north and south and west and east, is to connect the regions, meaning we have always many different professionals present. The structure is quite easy. We do have a film market, we do have a series market, learning programs, conference program, and Creative Gate online platform. This is an upcoming digital platform we are developing to promote Estonia as a filmmaking destination and a reliable partner in the business, but also all the other parts of the market are definitely going to continue as an online market as well. So you can select, watch and present talents for the film market and series markets across the year. The film market's main areas as co-production market for feature films, finding co-producers, financials and sales agents. We do have work in progress screening in 3 sections covering the whole world, meaning both from our own region but international children and youth film. We do have a very strong script writing competition, awarding international writer and producer teams. That can also be interesting for you, definitely, as is co-production market. We accept debut filmmakers when they have experienced producers attached, and present industry screenings for all PEF competition programs. Next is our series market. We started with TV Beats conference 4 years ago, and this year for the first time we present a series co-financing market. So that's also could be an interesting opportunity if you have a serious project in mind. We do have coming next screenings, pre-premiere and post-production series previews. We do also have present industry screenings for drama series. And our new umbrella I wanted to talk more about is our Black Knights Discovery Campus. It brings together things that we have been done in the past, and it is also starting new programs for new talent. So what is it? It is an international continuing education program, allowing young film professionals to pursue and complement their studies in filmmaking. It may be that there are young theater actors that want to find a new career in film acting. So, or then somebody from the art department wanting to complement, or the script writers wanting to have new skills, new projects. People can meet new mentors, new contacts, new talents. It is both online and throughout the year, and will also be live events in November with workshops and masterclasses by talented and awarded film professionals that come to Tallinn. And we imagine the Discovery Campus as a villa full of different rooms, and each one with a different group working away on different activities. Like the terrace is for actors, the atelier is for the art department, the music room is for music composers and music producers, but also found very useful for producers to understand how this creation process goes. The living room is for producers, directors, and writers. And the dark room is for DOPs, and I will show you what happens in each. The terrace. It is hosting our Black Nights Stars program, meaning young film actors. 8 talents presented every year, aged between 18 and 32. In the workshop, they have 3 days of a workshop with international film professionals, producers, directors, casting professionals, training in practical skills, having mentoring, what they might need in their international career, and also putting them together with casting agents. And that is something that also last year, in collaboration with Roskino, 2 Russian actors took part in it, Vika Sobol and Ladislav Kulegin. So we have already a cooperation ongoing. The atelier is for production designers, the art department, hair, makeup, costume, all the visual side of it. So that goes together to create visuals of the film in front of the camera, which is also very specific work, as you all know. So each year we'll focus a new topic on this area, but 2020 mentors included Jacqueline Abraham, Simon Weisse, and Maria Djurkovic, and who have worked on films from Lobster to the new Matrix to the most of the Wes Anderson movies, and you can see Simon Weisse in front of his creation for Grand Budapest Hotel. The music room is celebrating its 10th anniversary, and we are taking it under the umbrella of the Black Nights Discovery Campus because we see that it's a very important part of the film that sometimes it's not neglected, but we want to turn more attention to it. Happy birthday then, 10th birthday. And its curator has been Michael Parrott for last 5 years already now. And it's also 3 days of workshops, lectures, also previously a day trip to the Arvo Pärt Center. That's very inspiring environment. And all of these previous speakers include Andrei Tarkovsky, you definitely know, but also Danny Elfman, who is an American composer and has 4 Oscar nominations and Emmys and Grammys, and has been created music for most of Tim Burton films and themes for The Simpsons, for instance. And Mike Newell, a film director for Four Weddings and a Funeral, Harry Potter and Goblet of Fire, and things like that. So very interesting people to listen to, even if you are not a musician, I must say. Interesting also for me. The living room, maybe the most relevant for you today, is for producers, directors, and screenwriters. Each one has different lectures and workshops on their own, but also very important to give practical guidance to emerging filmmakers on how to work on a film as a team. So the director knows what to expect from a producer, script writer can know how to better write for the director, and producer knows how to manage the whole team. Then the dark room. It can also be interesting for you. It's focused on the visuals, but from the other side of the camera. It's both theoretical and inspirational craft and life lessons from some legendary cinematographers. So it's very important for new or debut cinematographers knowing what or learning what the big gurus can teach you. And to finish with is I want to stress that this is also in November physically, but also online. And from next year, we are building up a bigger program, a curricula, in collaboration with our academic partners from the European Film Academy, from Baltic Film Media and Art School, Estonian Academy of Arts, Estonian Academy of Music and Theatre. And there will be certificates of completion for longer online courses. Let's say 3.5, 4 months online courses. You would be able to join from all the corners of the world. And on site, then when you would come to Tallinn in November. Each course definitely has specific conditions. We are working on them. The online courses are not open yet, but we will do so in the coming month. And if you want to know more, you can go to our website. You will get a lot of information there, also all the contacts for all the festival people, even including the director of the Black Nights Film Festival. You can find there if you need to address her, but otherwise all the specific questions can be addressed to Triin, who is the managing director of the Black Nights Discovery Campus, or you can also ask me and write things you would be interested in. And there is a saying that if the mountain cannot come to Mohammed, which I couldn't come to you today, please come to Tallinn in November. We would be very glad to welcome you. Thank you. Спасибо.
Thank you very much for such interesting and full presentation. But I have some interesting, I have some questions because about, the Russian topic of, and the first one, how often do you receive Russian projects for the co-productions?
All the time. I must say that as far as I remember, we always had at least one Russian project at the co-production market. Last year, as it was a Russian focus, we had 5 of them. And yes, that's something that we are very happy about to receive projects from Russia.
And the second one, what do you expect from the projects from the Russian side?
Well, first of all, of course, it should be directed for a large audience, international appeal. We don't mind whether it's festival run, more experimental, or then the audience-friendly films, as we say. We have been showcasing also or taking on board genre films, crime thrillers, but it's not like slash horror. We have a genre forum lab, a genre forum, which is a teaching lab for genre projects. So not too much of those, but international appeal, definitely long feature for co-production markets. For works in progress, the same. We work with feature films, long feature films. We unfortunately, we don't take on board documentaries for a simple reason that parallel to our industry events, there is the ITFA in Amsterdam, and we just can't compete, and it doesn't make any sense for us to run an event parallel to ITFA. So feature films and also short films. This year we are trying to set up a new form of short films market that is called Short Shop. So short films are also not at the co-production market, but at the showcase. We will work with connecting them to the international short film festivals and film agents, sales agents.
In the audience, do you have a question? Есть у кого-нибудь вопросы? Okay.
Marge, hello,
Yes.
it's
Yes,
me.
hello.
I have a question about short shop. We see a slide in your presentation. I'm asking because we have lots of directors, filmmakers who are working in with short forms, and I see short shop. What is this sales forum? Very interesting for us.
Yes, it's yes. As I already mentioned, we have a very strong short film festival called PEF Shorts, which the winners can be can have the access to Academy Awards, to EFA, and to BAFTA. And in connection, in collaboration with our short film festival, we are creating. We start small. We always start small. A small short film corner called Short Shop, where we select short film projects that would be first in the process of making, like production or post-production, and we put them together with international professionals in short films, giving some advice how to improve the project, what is needed, what should be. It's like a little bit of a consultancy and mentoring. And then other part is we present already ready-made short films that are seeking for sales agents and festivals. I lost you somewhere.
You okay?
Yes, I lost your picture on my screen, so I didn't know whether I'm still on.
No, you're here.
Okay. So it's something we had previous 3-4 years. We had it only for our Baltic projects. That was called Baltic Preview. This year we are intending to present not too many projects, maybe 10 at a maximum, presenting them to international sales agents in short films and festivals for short films.
Okay, very interesting.
And also some, as always, panel discussions, tips from the more experienced producers. But you will know all when time. We open all our submissions in June, start of June. So all the informations will be on our website in June. And if you want to be more informed regularly about the submissions, call for proposals, news, then go to our website and subscribe to the newsletter. Then you will be informed timely when something opens up.
So any questions? maybe just interesting about the most popular topic of the projects from Russia. You know what you notice from the receiving the projects. You know what is most interesting and most popular topic from the Russian side.
I think what I appreciate a lot in Russian projects that they are contemporary stories about family, about young people, their problems, love, parents, family. I think contemporary stories tend to be very universal because we receive also many historical projects, but they are more specific because not all the people want to see historical period dramas. But contemporary stories, and we receive them a lot from Russia, are definitely a strong point and very interesting for international audiences.
Okay, very interesting also. And I just remember that you have some very interesting showcases for the projects from Russia who be a part of the Tallinn Black Nights and become success, like the Why You Just Not Die, for example. Because it's really interesting case for how Tallinn Black Nights working for globally for the international, for the because it was debut.
Yes,
and yeah,
I think what we can do and what we are doing for films that come to the festival or are presented at the competition programs of the festival, be it the official competition or the first feature debut competition, is that we give them a lot of attention, we give them exposure, and as you could see, we have a lot of press and media coverage. So the stories and talents and professionals don't get lost as they might in bigger festivals, but they get a lot of attention and travel further to festivals. They get picked up by the sales because we every year have at least 100 sales and distribution companies, meaning those salespeople go to watch the industry screenings. They also listen to the project presentation. They come and meet projects, and even if they don't pick up this year, they follow the projects and follow people and follow talents so that they know already whom to watch and pick up maybe a next one if this time didn't happen. So I think what is important is exposure and personal approach to talent and professional coming to Tallinn.
Thank you very much, Marge. It's very nice to hear you, to see you, and I hope you will come to Moscow and Tiina will come to Moscow, because I hope the borders will be open soon.
We all hope that, but for now, who we cannot even name is luring around the corner. I think I was last time in Moscow in 2015, which was not so long time ago, but still 6 years. And I really want to come, definitely get that thing away and then we come.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much and good luck, and let's be in touch. Пока мы не встретимся, трудитесь, но тоже наслаждайтесь жизнью и увидимся в ноябре в Таллине.
Thank you.
Спасибо. Thank you. Goodbye.
So next speaker. So next speaker is Mira Staleva. It's a Sofia meeting. It's based in the Sofia, Bulgaria, and it's a part of the Sofia International Film Festival. Hello.
Hello.
Nice to see you and hear you. You were
pleasure.
Yeah. we see each other for a long time, but you know, I always remember how it was very welcome, you know, and the Sofia festival, and you know, the program was very interesting, and what you do in you know, on the festival, and this professional, you know, program for the filmmakers and for producers, that will be a great job. So let's begin.
Shall I start?
Yes, yes.
Okay, sorry. So hello everybody. Thank you for the nice words about Sofia meetings. Basically, we started 18 years ago, and from the very beginning, we always had quite good Russian projects, and we've been working very closely with Russian producers. So I'm really happy about that. But let me tell you briefly what is Sofia meetings. We just finished the 18th edition like 3 weeks ago. We are co-production market in the frame of Sofia Film Festival, and the main focus of our selection is first, second, or third fiction feature film of the director. So basically, we started as a platform which wants to support upcoming directors. In the beginning, it was only for second film, but then we realized that we want to really have quality projects, and not always that's the case with the second film. It's kind of quite limited. So with the course of the time, we started accepting first and third project, because not always is the case that once a director has made 2 films, the industry knows the name. So every year we select up to 20 projects in our 2 main sections, which are for first, second, or third fiction feature project. Then we have another section which is called Projects in Bank, which means if your project has some connection with Southeastern Europe, if it has some connection with Bulgaria, for example, if you're particularly looking for co-producing in this region, you don't really need to be first, second, or third time director. If it's really the narrative of your script or kind of the producer's puzzle, make it open to find producers from the region, we are very welcome. You are very welcome to apply for this section, Projects in Bank. Besides the presentation of the projects program, we also have works in progress. And especially in the last years, we kind of opened to more European countries. Russia has been always included, I have to say that, because we do consider Bulgaria on a very border situation, like between East and West. So Russia, Caucasian countries, Georgia, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Turkey are also very welcome. Yeah, what else? Yes, we have additional program, which is First Film First. These are projects coming from a training program designed to develop the first fiction film of directors from Southeastern Europe. So after a year of intensive training, these projects are coming to Sofia meetings to be presented to the industry for the first time. And in the last year, we launched TV series pitchings, because it's not only the hype in the industry, the TV series, it's definitely a new branch, not that new of course, but it's very speedy developing, the TV series. And all we know what is the quality of the international TV series. So basically that's our point, to select projects which are with the potential, which also want to co-produce, because Southeastern Europe is definitely not developing this direction. So we want to give it a push. So if you have some interesting ideas, please connect us. Usually we are happening in March. The deadline for applying is 1st of December. Besides the main kind of selection programs for the projects and for the works in progress, we have additional program
with a focus on hot topics for the industry, like alternative distribution, alternative financing, transmedia. Transmedia, why transmedia? Because this is another section of audiovisual industry which is still not that well developed in southeastern countries. So we really kind of want to open a gate, how we can be more flexible and how we can treat the audiovisual products and how we can design them to be situated on different platforms with different expression means. For example, the last edition, we had Jeff Gomez talking about transmedia, who is the CEO of Starlight Runner, one of the big companies in New York that worked on Avatar, The Pirates of the Caribbean, and titles like that. But basically, that's our mission, to open the gates, so we are more creative, more flexible for our ideas. We have great partners. In the last years, we've been working very closely with Europa Distribution and with Europa Cinemas and with EuroVOD, which means that at Sofia meetings, we have plenty of distributors and exhibitors coming, and recently VOD platforms. So they're part of our event. They can meet producers, they can meet directors, they can talk with them, they can watch the works in progress. And I consider that as a big plus. What is the other extras of Sofia meetings? The size of platforms like ours is very intimate. So basically everybody's together at every event. Of course, I'm talking mostly about physical events. Online perspectives are slightly different. They are open for everybody. But yeah, that's part of our landscape. We want everybody to be together so we can come, because beside the formal meetings, the informal meetings are as much important. I have to mention some of the Russian titles that have been presented in the last years at Sofia meetings. Some of them, of course, I'm not giving alphabetical order, but DAO, for example, by Ilya Krzyżanowski, was presented some years ago. We had Alexei German, Boris Chlebnikov, Alexei Popogrebsky. The last one that even won one of our prizes was the project presented by producer Vlad Ketkovic. So we're very, very close connection with Russian industry, which I hope was good for the both sides. Because as a platform, that's our mission, to give a stage for creative people, to meet other creative people, and to click. What else I can tell you? Many of the projects that we selected Sofia meetings after that premiere at the festival. Of course, that's not obligatory, but it's a good way that we can screen what we have supported through the years.
Yeah. I have a question.
Yes.
What do you expect from projects from Russia?
What we expect, first, of course, that's the artistic quality of the script. Second is to be open for co-productions. I mean, to really make sense to have a co-production. Of course, it includes some kind of basic knowledge of the producers, how to co-produce. But we also have many models which are kind of open for producers to talk about case studies and how to use the European system, how you can co-produce with Europe. Every year we also present some film funds which are open for co-production. But that's basically it. Good quality of the script with artistic vision, with the potential for festivals or distribution. And of course, to be open for co-productions, as I already said.
Yeah, and also, interesting, what the most receiving topic from the Russia, what the topic of the projects, like the most receive it from our side.
You mean if there is some repetition in the team?
Yes.
I don't think so. I think Russian directors are really, really quite interesting with all the ideas and the films. It's a good school, of course, and not only. I mean, it's a good school and then the talent by itself. So I don't really think that there is some repetition in the themes and in the topics.
Thank you. In the audience, you have some questions?
Don't be afraid to ask everything you wanted to know about Sofia and Sofia meetings. And of course, you're very welcome to contact me on my email if you can have some more detailed question after that.
And also, I want to tell you, you know, just that the events like yours, it's very productive for the young producers, because during these events you can meet the right people on the very, you know, not on the big festivals, you know, and the big festivals have a lot of people. It's very complicated for the young filmmakers, you know, to meet the right people, the right time. And the events like the Sofia meetings is very good for make connections. To matchmaking, it's a, you know, very important thing, because it's a very particular on the right place, right time event.
I hope so, and I'm happy to hear that, because it's really our main point here. Because all the co-production markets, that's it. It's a platform. It's like a dating agency. Treat it like that. That's our job, to make the bridges between everybody who is coming and being part to our event. Of course, besides the officially selected projects, you are very welcome to visit and be part of it. As far as you can be curious about new projects coming that you might eventually co-produce, you might meet people that you never thought you're gonna talk and you're gonna work with. This is how it happens in our industry. It's about sharing.
Yes.
So, I mean, to create this atmosphere, this ambience where the people feel together and kind of have this space for share. That's
Mira, I have a question. Tell us about your platform. Is your platform opened only for fiction films, or maybe for documentary projects also?
That's a good question. Actually, we are focused on fiction films, but let's say if the documentary project is kind of, you know, on the edge, kind of hybrid, as they call it nowadays, we are totally open. Because if it's only for documentary, it's, you know, what the industry bunch of people includes commissioning editors, and it turns into totally different event. Basically, you cannot invite all the people from the industry and all the commissioning editors in the same time, because it's becoming too big. It will lose this intimacy. But yes, we are open for documentaries also. It just, if it kind of more on the hybrid side of the river.
Okay.
Of course, I have to say also, I mean, yesterday I was watching on the television some big Spanish TV series coming to shoot in Bulgaria, Russia. So having the Slavic alphabet, if you want to shoot Russia in Bulgaria, very welcome. No, but it makes sense, of course, if it's combined with some other features that we can offer. A small country with very different landscape, with very good infrastructure. Now I'm talking about possibility of co-production with Bulgaria. And recently, in the beginning of March, we have passed the law about tax incentives. So it's coming. So it will make it kind of a financially good choice to co-produce with Bulgaria. And of course, come to shoot Russia in Bulgaria. Joke.
And also, I have because I'm working for the company who actually doing the TV series. So why you put in your movie landscape the TV series now? You said that you told us that it's not a top, it's not a hype something, but it's very interesting that what it's important to know for the producer from TV series to know, because we have a pitching of TV series also in our program. So
that's great, because basically if you have developed TV industry, talking about series, it means that it helps the film industry. They're connected. We have this. They're using the same talents, the same directors, the same actors. That's the same pool. And that's why basically I said that it is a hype. It is a hype because in the last years, with all the amazing TV film series which came on the big platforms, of course, because that's the only channel that we can watch them, always saw around the globe that it can be a very good high quality, include really great directors and great actors. And that's quite attractive for the audience. And actually the TV makes stars, of course we know that. And especially for smaller territories, of course Russia is big. And you already have established that. But for smaller territories like Bulgaria and other countries, to start producing TV series on a high international level is a big thing. And it's a gate that has to be open. And why we open for TV series is exactly about co-producing TV series, because co-producing gives you another possibility for distribution in all these different countries, potential audience. Then it gives you, of course, access to additional finance resource. It was about time to come, just kind of to open, and because exactly we see that for the creative people, that's a stage.
Yeah, thank you very much for your attendance, and thank you much for having you here with us. And we are planning to because also for everybody, on our website Movie Start, we do for each platform the report, so that you can look at and watch it, and also at the end of the year, because we are working with debutants, on the big cities in Russia. So we are make the list, and maybe we can, send to you to look at it, maybe, for acceptance.
We're very happy and very open for that. And again, if the audience has questions in the future for what are the conditions, requirements, of course, you can check the website of Sofia Meetings. But then, yes, we are a platform for debutants. Many debuts have started from Sofia Meetings. I will just mention, for example, The Death of Mr. Vazarescu by Cristi Puiu, Butterflies by Tolga Karacilik. I mean, first time Cristi Puiu wasn't first time, it was his second film back then. But yeah, we are happy to know that we have supported young filmmakers in the very beginning of their career.
So thank you very much.
Thank you. Good luck.
Спасибо всем, что пришли. Извините за небольшие технические моменты. Всегда так бывает, что все это достаточно сложно, но вы найдете всю информацию на Movie Start. Да, и я думаю, что мы в какой-то момент тоже попытаемся при открытии границ пригласить, собственно, экспертов на мероприятие, чтобы они, конечно, присутствовали физически, потому что это тоже очень важно. И я правда считаю, что все три этих платформы, они очень важны, чтобы вы про них знали, чтобы вы держали их в голове и делали для себя прям такое очень важное задание для всех дебютантов. Это иметь график в голове на год вперед. И чтобы подаваться везде и пытаться везде пробовать, везде общаться, и никто не знает, где ты, собственно, выстрелишь. Это как бы тоже такой вопрос к шансу. Шанс бывает у всех, и, собственно, он... Вот Дмитрий подошел. Я ему передаю.
Спасибо большое, Аня, спасибо большое нашим спикерам, спасибо зрителям в зале, спасибо зрителям онлайн. На самом деле, действительно, не только, ну, 3 платформы замечательные, которые мы сейчас услышали, но на самом деле их намного больше. И через полчаса опытом сотрудничества с международными площадками, платформами, образовательными платформами, питчингами, митингами поделятся опытом Аня Гудкова, Роскино, компания Роскино, Аня Рясик, Катя Михайлова, участник программы ЕАВ, Demand in Russia, Егор Одинцов, участник Берлинале Talents этого года, и Лена Бродыч, участница Torino Film Lab. Поэтому через полчаса мы вас снова ждем здесь и в онлайн-трансляции. Спасибо. Можно всех попросить освободить зал для того, чтобы проветрить помещение согласно необходимым